How's it
Hello
going?
to
You good? Doing well? How about you guys? Everyone good?
Yes, thank you.
Ready to get into it?
Yes.
Everyone sounds sniffly. Does everybody have a cold?
No,
No.
I'm actually okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm also okay.
All right. It's just me then, sniffling for everybody. So, when we last left off, you guys were attempting to cross a underground ford of sorts. This river that was hemmed in by large boulders, crashing across this huge, like giant scale stone staircase that you guys have been traversing in your journey down into the tubes below Aral Serra. The water is crashing down out of this large cavern above, and the water's cascading down and into this fast-moving river that crosses the path and falls off the other side into a relatively precipice-like cavern that opens up on the far side of this waterfall. It looks like possibly caused by erosion, I think you guys determined last time. Then there was some attempts to cross the water. You guys had about as much luck as witches and vampires do. Leaving you separated on either side of the water. Rovan separated from his new pet. Lil Bjorn hanging for dear life onto the rope that is tied around his waist. After Michelangelo achieved the slowest fastball special of all time. I mean, what do you guys want to do? There's water crashing around you, Bjorn. You're hanging on for dear life. You're screaming. Everyone else is screaming. Nobody knows what to do. What are you doing?
Reel me the fuck in! That's what I'm doing. I need help. I need you guys to pull me in.
He's yelling. What do you guys want to do?
Michelangelo.
I can't do anything.
Michelangelo, do it. Pull him back in. Pulling.
Okay, make an athletics check to try and pull Lil Bjorn in. You got the weight of the current. He's very soggen now, so he weighs more because of all the water. You know, that's a large beard. That's got a lot of capacity right there.
Alright, give him a second. Okay. This is the save the brother. Save the brother man.
Yeah.
Save the brother.
Make up for the bad.
Oh.
The suspense is killing me.
Oh no.
It's a 10.
That's
Oh
10.
no.
Yeah, that's
Plus
it's not going to
12.
cut it. You're pulling. You're I will say that having grasped the rope and lifted it off the rocks where it was starting to get quite severely chafed, you do alleviate some of the pressure on the rope. It does look much less likely to snap now that now that it's not whipping back and forth across the jagged edge of the rocks. Well, we're gonna have to pause that for a second, because at this point, does anybody speak Giant?
Yeah.
Oh, you speak Giant?
I do too. Yeah.
Lefty also, yeah.
Okay.
Michelangelo. Sorry.
So you both hear booming from the cave above, where the water is crashing out of this after all the screaming and shouting and the yelling and the generally, making a lot of noise. Finally overcame the waterfall, and you hear this booming voice yell out a warning, followed by a lot of swearing. And I wouldn't want to, ruin anybody's ears by telling you the exact wording of this, but it definitely sums up to go away.
Oh no. So
Who's it
you know that
yelling?
noise? You know that noise? That's actually Giant.
Yeah, it sounds like
shouting
rocks
us.
crashing together. It's really gnarly on the throat.
It's actually a giant telling us to politely move away.
How important is this right now? Can we save Bjorn first?
Nephilim, help.
I mean, that's up to
Michelangelo.
you. What are you doing?
Nephilim, help me.
Okay, Nephilim comes up. They're gonna try and do their best to help. So if you want to roll with advantage on an athletics check this time, Lil Bjorn, are you doing anything at the end of the rope?
I'm just holding on for dear life.
All right.
All right, with advantage this time.
Thinking about dry land and meat.
That's a 25.
25. With this little impetus, this new motivation to get shit done, you pull Lil Bjorn out of the water so fast you swear he air dries a little bit on the way out. It's this spray of water that's just not able to catch up to the acceleration there as he gets hauled out. Lil Bjorn, could you make a dex save for me?
Yeah, sure. Have I just become a flail for Michelangelo?
Basically.
A 4.
A 4. You try to grab the
Oh, wait,
floor.
+3.
Okay, so a 7. So you try to grab the floor as you fly past. Unable to do so. Remember, guys, you are on a boulder that's sort of between 5 to 10 feet wide, about 10 to 15 feet above the surface of the water, and 15 to 20 feet above the surface of the ground on the other side. And Lil Bjorn, you get pulled out so fast with this this burst of strength from Michelangelo with Nephilim helping that you go flying straight past them, skid across the rock, unable to grab on, and you fall down the other side. And you're going to take... just 1 point of bludgeoning damage as you sort of pinwheel into the side of the rock. Michelangelo, could you make a strength saving throw for me?
All right.
Oh, no.
That's a 9.
Oh, that's good, because if you'd held onto the rope, it would have been much worse than what does happen, which is that you let go. At this point. Lil Bjorn, you fall the rest of the distance to the floor. You'd land, and you kind of land awkwardly on your tailbone. You're like, oh, but you don't actually take any damage for it. And Michelangelo, you're fortunate enough to stay standing on the rock.
Nice. All right. On to the giant voice.
Does a
Who's that?
16 hit you, Michelangelo?
There's a 16?
Mhm.
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, actually no. It's if it is your armor class, you do get hit, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I do get hit.
So as you sort of look up from that, a boulder comes falling down, and you try to get out of the way. You nearly get there, but it catches you this blow on the side, and it's gonna deal some damages. Once I get my stat block back up. Apparently, I closed it because I'm an idiot.
Surprise.
Shh. 4d10. I rolled really badly for 23 points of bludgeoning damage. And this boulder just falls off you and into the water where it makes a noticeable eddy in the water as it
Can I stone endurance this one?
Sure, yeah. I mean, you can use your reaction to reduce that, right? That's what that does.
Sure. So
Stone's endurance. As a reaction, reduce damage dealt to you by 1d12 plus 2. So go ahead.
come on, big money roll right here. Oh, all right, 11.
11. All right, so you only
13.
take 12 points of bludgeoning damage as you you become one with the stone for a moment, and then it falls off you, and into the water. And you guys hear this call out in Giant again. Essentially, you know, get off my lawn. What are you doing?
I'm gonna try and stealth and get up against a rock and be disappear.
Okay, sure. Rowan's situation, the response to the situation is to hide.
Well, call it what that if you would like.
I mean, if that giant can't see us, he can't tell us to get off his lawn.
All right, so 22, not bad.
Yeah.
So you,
I think I will join
you
on
consider
this
yourself to be
stealth.
hidden. Yeah, Lance, go ahead.
Oh, 10.
10.
Yeah, because
Super hidden as far as you're aware. This is
Whoa,
that was a
trippy.
crazy rave.
Whoa!
Amazing.
That was-
Do it again.
I feel like my epilepsy came back, and I've never had epilepsy. All right, so Lance, as far as you see Rovan doing the same thing, so you flatten yourself against a rock too. It's about half your height. So you do your best. Nephilim is also going to hide, seeing that that's what everybody's doing. And yeah, they basically disappear forever from this plane of existence.
He's so well hidden, he's not even
we
here.
can track him by his glow.
Bjorn, you are sat at the bottom of a cliff, nursing
Okay.
your bruised butt after you
Well,
landed
I'm
in a
gonna
sitting
use-
position.
I'm gonna use prestidigitation to just dry my clothes off,
Yeah, that's solid,
and
solid use.
I'm kind of aware that everyone's kind of gone into hiding, but I'm just more interested in getting dry.
Yeah, no,
Right
for
now.
sure. You spend, as while this is going on, you're spending some time getting dry. You did hear a very loud crunching sound, followed by Michelangelo going, "Ugh!" Who knows what that
Yeah.
could mean? I mean, you can't see. You're sort of
Just
back
a
up
second.
against the wall.
Okay.
Can I pop my head up and look over to Michelangelo?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Because I'm not hidden anyway. Let's be honest. Can you ask him to help us? This sucks, man. He could stand like with each feet on each side and just get us over.
Where is he? Where is this person? Can I like try and look around to see? find
Yeah,
out
sure.
where-
I mean, you saw the rock come out of the cavern. The angle of it and with the spray and everything, you get the impression that whoever's up there's maybe got a better view of you than you do of them.
Okay.
But you could, you. I mean, it was a big rock, man. Like you saw where it was coming from. Your passive's high.
Okay. Shit.
You
can
could
I
say he has the
it-
high ground.
Helpful. Can I like glance over to see if Bjorn's okay?
Sure, yeah. I mean, you lean over the side and you see him down there, just sort of muttering some arcane sparks as the water evaporates off him. Are you monologuing at all, Bjorn, or are you just doing this silently?
Yeah, I'm just kind of silently doing this, kind of grumpily talking to myself, like, "Oh, it's
Mhm.
just typical. This is just my luck."
Halflings, the luckiest races of them all. But somebody has to be the lightning rod, right, Bjorn?
Can I turn to face like where the giant is and
Sure.
shout in giant, obviously. Hello?
You just get more swearing back, Fuck off, get off my lawn. What are you doing? You're going to ruin the rock arrangement.
I worked against 2 afternoons to get to my back.
Can I, whilst this is going on, attempt to start climbing up?
Sure.
Stealthily?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is there handholds enough? 'Cause
Yeah,
I do
it's
some adventuring gear to like make
it's
it a bit
manageable. It's manageable.
better. Okay.
So and it's not like stealthily. It's not fast going. You're going like 5 foot a second, but 5 foot
very
around.
slowly.
But you're getting there, yeah, for sure. Just you guys can see Rovan. Well, some of you can see Rovan. Some of you do not have the passive to see Rovan right now. Can see him creeping up the wall like an elf climbing up a rock face. So, what are you guys doing? Your panther's unhappy, Rovan. I will say that as well. That rock was very close.
Well,
Hmm.
okay. I'm gonna take a while to climb up, aren't I? So
Yeah, I
I'm
think it was
gonna
like
tend
30
to
feet.
the
So
panther to be stealth.
Hmm.
Should I roll stealth for the panther?
I mean, if you want the panther to be hiding, sure. Yeah, roll stealth for the
Yes.
panther.
Yeah.
Michelangelo, you had your response.
Should I keep his attention? Should I try and draw him over?
I don't know.
I want to try and get back to Lance and Michelangelo, so I'm gonna start trying to climb back up to where.
Sure.
they
Yeah,
are.
I mean, you can climb back up. So you'd be down there right now. You can climb back up easy enough. It's the larger rocks are on the inside, and the next side it layers out with smaller rocks on the outside. So it's kind of like a little bit of a small staircase to get up. So not too challenging. You get up there. Michelangelo's on this side. Nephilim's on this side. So is Rovan's panther, or at least it was. You have no idea where it is now. It was definitely here. You saw it a second ago. You flew past its face, but now it appears to be gone. A little bit confused about
Okay.
that. Across the way, you can see Rovan and Lance on the other side of the water. Well, you can see Lance. You also have no idea where Rovan's gone.
Guys, I am not crossing back across this. You have to make your way across to me.
You're still on the side you started on, just to let you know.
Yeah. We
Oh,
need
wait,
to go
I
this
am?
way, dude. Y'all need to come over here.
Oh no.
Yeah, you didn't make it across. That was what happened. You were tied on this side,
Ah,
got thrown in, and
okay.
pulled out with the rope tied on this side.
Fuck.
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, there is a taut rope across it still.
There is still a taut rope tied across it if you want to go for the tightrope experience. I personally RP'd Bjorn not wanting to do that, but you're welcome to.
Well, what are my other options?
And not many at this point, so after his experience, I could certainly see him coming to this conclusion.
All right, let's go for that. I'm gonna try and get across the taut rope.
Okay, make a acrobatics check.
Natural 20.
Wow.
Ooh.
Let's go.
And Lil Bjorn, after your experience being in the water, you really don't want to be in the water again, and you just cartwheel all the way across the rope.
Might as well join the
Nice.
circus, guys.
Hello.
Honestly, guys,
welcome.
it's
This took
the
forever.
craziest thing you ever saw.
You're
Like he
"What the
just
fuck? Why didn't you
hop
try
and a
this
skip
before?"
and just he's across in no time, and you're like, well, what was all the fuss about if you could do that?
I forgot I had that up my sleeve. Yeah, my bad, guys.
We
Rodan
told
will
you to get on
remember
the
that.
freaking rope, man. What the frick was it for? Oh my god. You.
Nephilim's going to take this opportunity to also attempt to go across, and I will roll in roll 20 for the avoidance of any doubt. His mod is a +2. So what did I roll? I rolled a 5. Nephilim falls in the water,
Oh shit.
No.
and
Get him out.
hang on, I'll give him a dex save again for openness. What's 5? Okay, so he manages to grab onto something. It's not the end of the world. He's holding onto a rock.
Can we throw him something?
Can I help him?
Sure. Yeah, I mean,
anyone
what do you
got-
guys want to do? You've got a
do I
rope
s-
beyond it. It's still tied around you.
Okay, well I'm gonna take that off and I'll throw it out to Nephilim.
Okay, so you throw it at him. Do me a favor and just make a
Can I grab onto the rope to help secure him?
Yeah.
Because Bjorn is really short and not very
you're on the
strong,
wrong
so-
side.
That's true.
Wait, really? I thought I crossed over.
Oh, sorry, no, you did cross over. You're absolutely right. My mistake. I'm
So
having
it's just
a
Rowan
yeah,
between
yeah,
us.
yeah, no, absolutely. So, yeah, you have the length of rope. There's not much of this rope left. I don't know
Well,
how
I
you
would
would
like
hold on to
Lance
it
to
this
help.
side while also throwing it to Nephilim.
Okay. Okay, we can try.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you can certainly
Yeah.
try. Tell you what, make a just roll a d20 for me. Let's see what you get.
Okay. 15.
What's your dex?
+3.
Okay.
So
So
18.
that rope will hit Nephilim in the face, and they snap a hand off the vice grip that they've got on a rock and grab hold of it. So they're holding onto the rope now. It doesn't look like they're going to be able to get a good enough grip with the amount of rope that they have, and you're being pulled in by their weight now on the rope.
Lance, help!
Yeah.
Yeah, Lance is
Yeah.
helping. There's just like you've got Nephilim.
Michelangelo,
You
help!
guys are holding the rope in the middle. You know, like this is.
God. What can I do?
I tell you what, Lance, why don't you make a strength check at advantage with Lil Bjorn's
Yeah.
questionable amount of help? As I suspect his feet aren't even on the floor anymore. He's just holding on to the rope.
I'm just gonna miming the effort.
Oh, you're that guy who's like, oh, let me just open the door and like go off
Yeah.
the sofa and nobody notices he let go.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right, so you managed to pull, and it's a bit awkward, but you get Nephilim across, and they do most of the climbing up themselves, but you get there. They weigh a bit more than Bjorn, so it's not exactly the cork out of a bottle situation that we had earlier on.
Yeah.
There's also a
but-
lot less rope, which was one of the reasons that went that way. Michelangelo, you are currently the only one bar the Panther still on that side. And you're also the biggest.
Do I?
Does a 17 hit you?
Yes, it does.
Oh, that one missed. Oh, there we go. That's 26 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
As another rock comes sailing out, accompanied with a tirade of giant.
God,
Fuck.
how much health do you have, dude?
I endured the first one. I'm on 9 HP.
Oh shit.
Wow, good thing you went with the Stone's Endurance and rolled that well. That was really good.
Throw the freaking panther and then remember the plan.
Michelangelo, your passive perception is good, but it's not good enough to know where this panther is right now. You could
Leave
actively
it freaking
look.
behind.
I'm gonna hop down off of these rocks and try and find some cover and heal myself.
Okay, sure. So you roll away and you just like hop down and get out of range of rock throwing. What are the rest of you all doing on the other side?
So I'm gonna tell the panther to start climbing the other side.
Okay,
Might be a
sure.
bad idea. I'm climbing up one side.
How are you
panther's
telling the
going up
panther
other side.
this?
Hand signals.
They have not spent enough time together yet to have hand signals, I'm afraid. Like we'll get there, but we're not there yet.
I mean, I would be indicating up. I wouldn't be saying anything, but I'd be pointing
Sure.
kind of to the panther.
Tell you what,
up
make a
the
perception
side.
check for your panther.
Perception check.
Because you rolled a pretty kick-ass stealth check, you know?
Okay,
Can I roll to heal myself?
15.
Yeah, of course. Like, what are you doing? Are you casting a spell?
Yeah, I'm gonna like I'm gonna 3rd level cure wounds myself.
Go for it. Yep. Just roll it out.
Good choice.
Okay, so
Uh.
the panther can't see you, Rovan.
Ah. Hmm.
And has been told to hide and is doing so. I don't think you can see the panther either.
Too much stealth.
Fuck.
What are the rest of you doing while this is going on? While Rovan ponders this
Alright,
situation.
I'm gonna use my
way at the
prestidigitation
top.
again on Nephilim and dry him off.
Wow.
Okay, so you're
Oh,
drying
damn.
Nephilim off, and you guys are all just standing
That
on the top there, and you hear some more dwarfish going.
Dwarfish.
Sorry, not dwarvish, giant. I was rolling a dwarvish die while I said that. All right. And you guys are a little bit smaller, which is fortunate. Does a 14 hit any of you?
No.
My armor class is 14.
So this boulder comes crushing down. You guys are all clustered. Well, Rovan isn't, to be fair. Let's put him more where he is. But Bjorn and Nephilim are, Nephilim's currently being dried by Bjorn, and Lance is right there. And this Nephilim, being very quick, just slips this boulder coming through. And Bjorn, you're in the middle of hair drying him, and this boulder just comes out of nowhere. And
Nice.
that is 2 1s, a 2, and a 7. So that's
not too
a
bad.
lot better than it could have been. That's 17 points
11?
of damage.
17?
Yeah, there's a plus, dude. There's a plus. You get a plus. He gets a plus
Aw.
2. Everybody gets a plus.
Stop throwing rocks at us, you dick! We're trying to cross here.
Oh, and could you please make a dex save for me? Sorry, a strength saving throw.
Oh,
Yeah, you get knocked flat by this rock.
yeah.
You're just lying down and going, oh, did anybody get the license plate of that boulder?
Oh, it's not been a good day.
There's still more
No.
giant coming out of the hole at the top, and another boulder comes flying out. This one misses, just goes straight in the water. They see. Yeah, you really don't know where he's getting so many of these from. Like, you must just have them
Can we
piled
do
up like
something about
snowballs
this?
in there.
I don't want to get hit again.
Rovan, about this point, you're getting to the top.
Climb down on the other side. Try to get out of his field of vision, Bjorn.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so
do that then.
okay, so you guys, are you also making your way down? Lance, Nephilim's gonna just
No, I'm
disappear
gonna
off
stay
into
here.
the night. Okay.
I'm gonna stay up there and see if I can help Michelangelo cross.
I just want to take cover between some rocks that are gonna
Yeah,
save me.
sure. We'll
So if
see.
a boulder does come down, they're just gonna bounce off of those rocks, hopefully, and I'm just gonna
Hopefully.
be hidden away.
We'll see how it goes.
Oh god.
So,
Hmm.
Rovan, you just about reached the top now.
Can I see this giant?
Looking into the cave, you can see this this giant. He is he's sat cross-legged, and he really does just have a pile of boulders like snowballs. He's like halfway down the pyramid
Oh, is he on the top where
where the water's coming out. He's
where
just
the water's
sat.
coming out?
Yeah,
I thought that wasn't that high.
no, it's like 30 feet up.
Yeah.
You
From the
climbed up
ground.
30 feet. Yeah, from the water surface.
I think I misunderstood last time. It's okay.
I think so too. You climbed
Yeah.
up from the rocks. Maybe that's what it is. You didn't
Yeah.
climb up from the ground.
I think so, because otherwise I would have tried to get in there, I'm pretty sure. But that's okay.
You actually got completely distracted. I was expecting you to do that, and you forgot. Is what?
Oh
happened.
no, I misunderstood. I,
think.
thought it just wasn't that high. I thought it was too
Oh,
low
no.
for me to get in there because this was all
Oh
the
no
water
no
coming
no
out.
no!
That's what.
Yeah, no, there was a lot of there's a lot of
water.
water coming out, but there's
Yeah.
quite a wide cavern above that, and
Okay.
there's a shelf of surface that just sort of pokes into like this like dog leg shape as it comes out. And there's a giant just sat cross-legged with a pile of boulders, and he's got a huge hammer next to him, and a large club. You know, you can actually see some carvings on the wall behind him that are quite large. They're okay. You'd give him a 6 in the travel book.
Okay.
Rovan steal his shit.
I've got no idea where Neffy is. And I know my panther's the other side, but he disappeared. Alright, I'm gonna trying to get the other side to like.
Okay,
climb
yeah, easy
back
enough.
down.
You can just climb further up and over the top of the cave and back down the other side. And it's just going to take you some time. There's no immediate threat. When you saw the giant, he was sort of leaning forward so that he could see down through the spray, and not being able to make anybody out right now through the spray of the water. He seems pretty chill. Because you're the same color as the water, Lance.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am.
And he's not got the best eyes, bless him. Which is why he was going for biggest first. So, what are you guys doing? Michelangelo.
Michelangelo.
I'm hiding.
Okay.
Well, you need to get across at some point.
It's true, but I don't want to take another bullet to the face.
You can probably just step across, right? How far across is it?
Nah, I can't just step across. It's too big.
You can try to do the jump and pull thing.
Jump and pull.
We talked about this last time in the break. With the rope. You jump, I pull.
Oh, okay. I don't want to get hit by a boulder.
I know Christmas is soon, guys, but it's still a month away. Don't bring me all my presents at once. So many things can go wrong. This is fantastic. What are we doing?
Well,
Let's-
or Michelangelo, you can just freaking climb. You're pretty strong.
Yeah, maybe I'll just climb up.
But you're clumsy though, right?
I'll just climb up this side of the rock.
Okay, so you're gonna go ahead and climb up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. It's just gonna take you time. You can do it.
All right. I should.
If I think that the giant is seeing someone else, I'm gonna fucking scream bloody murder to get his attention. Just saying.
Sure. I will let you use your reaction to scream the words bloody murder.
How
Cool,
big's the
thanks.
giant's eyes?
They're pretty big. Size of your fist.
Hmm.
Pretty small hands.
Hmm.
Come on, guys. We can. I don't want to.
Well, what's the
Not
plan?
another
here?
complete
Well,
session.
right
at
now
this waterfall.
Michelangelo is climbing up and Rovan is climbing down.
What are we doing? Is our plan to get to the giant like together?
No,
Or-
no. We just want to get to this side.
Yeah, there's no cool
Everyone,
shit in
so
the
we can
cave.
continue on the path. We don't care
Okay,
for the
okay.
giant.
So we need to get everyone across, right? So how is Michelangelo going to get across?
I mean,
He's
he's climbing
Rovan.
over now.
Okay.
Rovan
Rovan's
was
climbing
already
back
across. He
over.
can also climb.
And what about the
problem is
panther?
I'm
Then you
going.
gotta
I'm
get-
basically
yeah.
going to get my panther.
Okay,
I
gotcha.
couldn't get to communicate with it. From
So
that
I'm just going to continue hiding here in this little space I found.
Sure.
'cause I don't want to get crushed.
I also want to have a look out for see if I can see where Neffy is.
Oh, while I remember, Michelangelo, you should look at your spell list. I think you have one less spell prepared than you.
Okay.
So, Rovan, how are you going to get this panther across? Everybody else has managed to make their way across in some form or fashion. It's just taking time. What are you doing about your panther now that you're
So,
the only one over here?
I'm climbing back across, and then I'm gonna try and get the
It's
panther
fine.
to climb with me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you make yourself obvious enough that the panther like sort of comes out to you,
Yeah.
and you're gonna try and show the panther how to rock climb. I would like an athletics check. In fact, actually, let's have a survival check from you and an athletics check from the panther.
That's my survival check first.
Okay, great. So you're doing a great job of finding an easy path for the panther to follow. That lowers the
Yep.
DC for the panther.
Okay, and then what was the check? Sorry.
Athletics for the panther.
So that would be strength if it doesn't have proficiency, right?
Yes.
And that's a 19.
Yeah, no problem. You guys make your way across working in tandem. This is the first time you guys have truly
Have
worked
I
as a
come
team.
across Michelangelo on my...
Oh yeah, you would have passed him on the way.
I wanted to speak to Michelangelo, sorry, on the way past, just very quickly and very
like-
quietly.
Okay.
I have a shot. I can blind this guy. Should I do it?
Hmm.
Do you want to get hit by more rocks as we walk away, or do you want to make him not be able to see us?
Do you know what, that's fair.
I could take a shot, and you guys can be on the other side, and I'll catch up. You know, I
Yeah.
want you guys to get away safely.
Sounds like a plan. It also sounds like a fight, but
I'm not looking to engage here. I'm looking to blind him and get away. Cause a
Disengage.
distraction for you guys to get away as well. I don't want anyone to take a boulder to the back of the head.
I can take a
You've
bullet to
seen-
the back of the head.
You can't hear this.
You can't hear
Okay.
that. Rip.
This is a conversation that they had while passing on the rock face.
Mm.
I'm saying I've got a shot and I might try and blind this giant so it doesn't throw rocks at us.
yeah.
I'm
sounds-
unsure about this, but
And I don't know. I
I'll
would
give you
say
some time to think about it and I would get on with myself, I think.
All
yeah,
right.
like I think like if he goes again, like then it's like a good idea because he's like provoking a fight, I guess. But if we can get past him and just get away, then I don't think it's that.
You guys have been
necessary.
talking for a while. Could you both make stealth checks, please?
Sure, I'm about to fall over and die.
17.
10.
10. So you're doing your best, but you're still quite close to the waterfall, and it's noisy. So you're doing your best to sort of gauge the volume where the giant's not going to hear you, and the you guys can still hear each other. Rovan's doing a pretty good job of this. Michelangelo, you're booming a little bit every now and then. Like your voice is deep enough that it's catching the echo on the other side of the cavern, sort of reverberating a little bit. Just letting you know. Continue to having your conversation.
I think that was it. If
If we can't get away cleanly, take the shot. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, flash forward to Rovan and the panther over the top of the cave mouth. What are you doing?
So we're just gonna continue climbing.
Gonna
around
continue?
and back down.
Are you going to stay up there?
So
Is that the plan?
I'm gonna get the panther to try and go first down to the group.
Mm-hmm. Sure. It
Hopefully,
understands.
Michelangelo would have communicated my idea of them starting to try and get away stealthily. If the giant tries to take a shot, I'm gonna try and put an arrow in each one of its eyes from stealth. That's my idea, and that's what Rovan's probably gonna attempt to do, unless anyone in the group who knows about it.
I mean, Nephilim would say, if we're going to do that, then I should take the first shot.
That's fair.
Can we shoot at the same time?
I mean,
Yeah.
you're not there yet, so...
Okay.
So, you're looking up and you can see Rovan at the side of the cave, and he's sort of mouthing at you, "What's going on?" miming pulling a bow.
Am I attempting to go this way, by the way? Am I going like this?
And you're done already. You're on the other side.
Okay.
It
cool.
just took time. That was it. The Panther's already over there as well. Lance is still up on the rocks. But did you get down to hear this plan from Michelangelo?
Yeah, I'm gonna like wave to come down, and we're trying
I
to.
point at Rowan still being up there.
He's only there to help us disengage if we need to. So let's just try and get out of here.
Why is he still up there then? If we want to run, he's gonna be fucking slow. He can't take 2 boulders to the face. Look at him.
Well,
You're saying this that loudly?
Sure.
Fair enough.
well then let's wait for Ruben to get down.
Oh dear. Does a 28 hit you, Shelley?
28 does it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
27 would
I
it,
just
but-
wanted to double check that 28 hit. Oh dear, I rolled well. It had to happen at some
that's
point.
okay.
That's 33 points of bludgeoning damage. I said I rolled well.
I'm like, boom.
Yeah.
Fuck! Ow!
There's a tirade of more giant, and this time he's leaning out and brandishing a club, and you can see the just the head and shoulders and the forearm of this giant leaning out of the through the water. There's not enough room for him to fit through this without getting pretty wet himself. He doesn't seem to mind, and he's leaning down. You can see there are teeth missing, and there's one tooth that's jagging up and pushing the lip up on the right side, and his eyes are huge, and he's staring at you, and his club is as big as you are, Lance. And that's
I-
saying
I
something.
think
Flip
it's
him
time.
off.
I think it's time for that disengaging shot now.
I flip him off and I'm like,
I'm aiming for
what do you
both
want?
his eyes. I'm gonna
Okay, so you want to
shot
take 2 like cooled shots right in a row?
in my
Okay, so
Nice.
with a cooled shot is a -5 to hit,
a what? Sorry.
-5 on
No,
whatever
no, no.
your hit is.
What shot?
For a cold shot, like you're aiming for a specific part of a creature,
Ah, okay. Oh, sorry, I didn't.
so that's a -5 to hit. You may fire your 2 arrows.
I only get a +4.
And I'm gonna see how quick off the mark Nephilim is. Not very.
So one of them's a dirty 20, one of them's a 16.
Okay, so -5 to both of those.
Oh no, I already did the -5.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay, cool.
I get
Well,
a
in
+9
that
on my.
The first one hits, the second one does not. So roll damage for the first one.
11.
11 points of damage. Right. All right, yeah, you see this arrow just go straight through the eye, and it catches on some bone or something in the socket behind it, but so it's not going all the way through to the brain. You take the second shot, but it's he's already reacting. He's rolling out of the way with that and roaring out, and you know, to be honest, the second eye was kind of hard for you to hit anyway, as it's leaning out and looking down. You're at the side and stuff, so you did pretty well though. Like that arrow is sort of sticking out at a janky angle.
And as fast as I can, I'm getting down the other side.
The fastest way would be to jump. Otherwise, it's going to be, you know, 5
How
foot
fast the
every
jump?
round. The jump to the rocks is 30 feet. The jump to the floor is about 60 feet. Further on this side. Make an acrobatics check to avoid the fall damage.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna take the jump to the rock.
All right, so you jump down to the rock. Make an acrobatics check for me. Lance, are you doing anything
21.
right now?
No, I'm still flipping the giant off.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Like, what do you want, Yargle Mag? Huh?
So, Rovan, you don't take any damage because you land on Lance. And she didn't move out the way, and there really isn't very much space down here.
I didn't see him. He was stealthed. Oh, I saw him because I pointed at him.
Yeah, right. And also, he fired.
I was
so
preoccupied.
he broke stealth as well, and the roaring of the giant. And this giant's now just sobbing and clutching one hand to his eye, but he's gonna sort of half-heartedly lob a rock out the cavern, just at literally anything that he can think of, and with a disadvantage that is a natural 1. He is having a bad time. Rovan, you're now successfully down on the rocks, 30 feet back down to the ground on the other side. What are you guys doing?
Let's go, Lance.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Can we,
Cool.
can we go?
We got everyone. Is your panther there? Cool.
Yeah. Yep.
All right,
Okay.
let's go. Let's go.
You guys lead a rapid escape as you hear the sound of these crashing boulders and then the sound of water overfilling.
Oh.
It's fine. This staircase is so wide, it's not going to be a problem, guys. There's a lot of water coming
Okay.
through there, but only when it's in a confined space. As soon as it gets out into the wider staircase, we're not Indiana Jones water sliding down these stairs. Don't worry.
Oh.
I know
Too
you're
bad.
disappointed, but and you guys beat a rapid escape, continuing on your journey, traversing down the steps. I really didn't know how you guys were going to handle that, so well done. I got to have some fun with some rocks. That was good. You guys chose not to engage the stone giant, which was also probably good.
Yeah.
We can do it later. Go back to the other eye.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are going to have to come back this way at some point.
No, we don't have to. We can take
That's
the normal
true.
way up
There are other ways.
through the water.
So, you guys continue on your journey. That was quite exciting. Shelley, I don't suppose you recall how far into the day we were when that altercation happened? I feel like it was around lunchtime, but I could be wrong, and it could be late afternoon, and you guys are coming up for a rest.
We've been traveling for quite some
You guys have
time.
been, yeah, we've montaged through about 4 or 5
We
days in the last
slept,
session.
And then the first thing that happened after we slept, and I think we had like the 4-hour bits of 4-hour walking, then like something happened in another 4-hour thing, and after the first 4-hour thing, that happened. So like,
Are you saying that
midday.
I'm predictable and use a pattern of hour blocks, Shelley? Because that sounds ridiculous.
No.
Why would I ever do that? Oh dear, I'm a hack, guys. I shall try and endeavor to do better. So, 2 hours and 37 minutes after this,
Yeah.
you guys find more tunnels and continue walking, and you're still going down these staircases that look way more like staircases for giants than they did before.
Hmm.
In light of the sheer scale of that torso that was poking out of that rock, like some kind of a turtle.
I'm still muttering to myself about what an ugly dickbag he was. Throwing rocks and shit to unsuspecting people trying to cross.
I guess from his point of view, he was just trying to crush a spider.
Probably. From the spider's point
Still
of
not
view.
cool.
Rude!
Yeah, the spider normally doesn't reply. That's true.
Spiders don't put an arrow in your eye.
No, but sometimes they do bite you and you die. So, it goes all the way around. But yeah, you guys continue on. And right as you're coming up for time to sleep, you're starting to get a bit wearier. Your adventuring days have been somewhat shorter while you've been underground. It's a wearing environment. There have been very few easy paths. Been a lot of these bloody giant staircases, which involves a lot of like climbing, but not just like climbing and then you're done, but it's like climb, stop, climb, stop, climb, stop, climb, stop, climb, stop, climb, stop, and you just sort of get into this annoying rhythm and pattern. Everyone's getting a bit grumpy. Nobody's seen the sun for a while. Lance, I mean, it was nice getting wet, but you haven't been wet properly for a long time. There's been no fish around or anything. Like, it's just... And you still occasionally catch those little glimpses, those little streams of spiders coming from hole to hole and crossing across your path, always heading in the same direction. Even as you deviate, the direction changes relative to you as they're tracing these little paths from crevice to crevice across the path as you travel down. And that's when you find them. You're
Oh, shit.
emerging into this cavern, and just as you're thinking, oh, hey, this might be a nice place to rest, you see something in the darkness. Who's at the front?
Me, I guess. Normally me.
Make a perception check, Lance.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Natural 1.
Natural 1. You see this cavern stretching out in front of you to the limits of your dark vision. It's possibly the largest you've been in. It rivals the Crystal Cavern, but it's nowhere near as pretty. It's grimy. There are no exposed crystals. There are no exposed geodes. This is just somewhere that, well, maybe the giant you met has carved a staircase through this cavern, but the cavern itself has not been destroyed. It had no natural beauty before that. You're making your way through. And are you going to stop here to rest? There is space to do so. You can get off the beaten path, as it were.
Yo, you guys, you want to rest?
Yeah, I would. I'd like to heal up.
Yeah, it's been about 5 hours since the altercation with the giant. You guys have been kind of pushing through.
Let's find a space towards some walls where we're
You guys gonna put up
not
the
in the
dome?
middle of a path. Yeah.
So, Lil Bjorn, you are gonna put up the accommodation for everybody with your Leland's
Alright.
tiny hut. It's the modus operandi of this group as they move through these tunnels. Is always sleeping in a rock-colored dome. You can only make it a single color, but you can make it a damn close color to the one that you were looking at. You're an illusion wizard, damn it.
That's right.
That's you. Michelangelo, as you're walking into this cavern and everybody's getting ready for bed, you notice a pair of boots.
A pair.
Mhm.
Can I look up?
Sure, you look up.
Do I notice anything?
I mean, there is a cavern ceiling.
I want to cast light.
Okay, sure, you cast light. The boots cast a shadow, and they're just sort of... They're sticking up at a surprisingly unnatural angle. You wouldn't think boots could stand up like that on their own. They're lying down, toes pointed towards the sky, sticking out from behind this rock in the corner of the cave.
Okay.
Steal the boots.
Why did you
steal the-
cast light?
I just had like a horrible feeling.
Why? What?
My instinct kicked in when I saw these boots lying here.
You
Walking-
found boots? Woo! I found one before. Let me see. I'm running over.
Okay. Make a history check, Lance.
Oh god. No, 7.
These might be the same boots. You're not sure.
Can I go and see the
Oh.
boots?
These look really familiar.
How close do you
I
get to
took
them?
the other boot.
How
Can
close? How close do you
how
get to them?
close?
Yeah.
Like how near Michelangelo is standing?
Oh, Michelangelo was
Like
like
right
20
next to
foot
him.
away. Like this caught his
Yeah.
eye from a distance away. You say there's
Yeah.
two of you stood there 20 foot away, just looking at these boots sticking.
I take out the other boot that I still have.
Oh, you still have
In
it?
my
I didn't
bag.
realize you picked
Yeah,
it up.
yeah,
Oh,
I
okay,
took
cool.
it, yeah.
Right, got you. Yeah, no, it's an exact match. Exact same kind of boot.
Oh, look, it's the same boot.
Yeah, except that, this guy's got two of them.
Oh.
So where did that boot come from?
Oh.
Wait,
Lance found
Oh,
it in
no,
a cross tunnel.
Okay. Can Can I run over and check out this guy's boots?
Yeah, sure. You run over and there's a guy attached to the boots.
Oh.
Oh,
Can I like gently
Is it-
touch them and use identify?
Sure. Yeah, you cast identify. They are a pair of very nice boots.
is the person
They're
dead?
watertight. They're gonna keep. Yeah, he's totally dead. He's so dead. Like his head is hanging off. One arm's out of place, and he's got these
Oh.
giant puncture wounds in his chest.
Oh shit.
What's he wear? Is it just the body and boots?
I mean, yeah, he's got other clothes on. So you see this logo that's kind of like a tree emblazoned against a setting sun that's on a like a pauldron. This guy's wearing like this loose leather armor that's pretty form fitting. Form fitting and also loose, guys. You know how it is. Like it grabs at all the right areas and hangs in the rest. So
I like to check his pockets.
sure,
I wanna
you
loot this
go
guy.
through his pockets and everything, and you find a number of interesting items that I definitely have on some notes here somewhere. So the first thing you find as you're going into his pockets is you find a small wand. Looks like it's made of willow. Got a very, very pronounced bend to it. And you touch it and you feel that little tingle. You're pretty sure it's magical. And then you also find about 15 gold, 3 silver. Could you make an investigation check for me?
Yeah, sure. Um, 15 plus 6.
Nice, dude. Nice. So with that 21, you also find, as you're just rifling through his pockets, nimble little hands, you find 3 platinums sewn into the cuff of his like shirt sleeve underneath the
Nice.
armor. You find another 2 platinum in the hem of the cloak.
Okay.
And you also find a very small book tucked inside his shirt, just in an inside pocket on his shirt.
A small book.
Yeah, it's a small book.
And how much gold was it? 15, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think Lance has made a note.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, I want to say to to everyone else, guys, look what I found. This guy has some stuff.
I'm
Not
a
just
god.
boots.
As you
Cool.
roll his body back over, having found those, you see across the back of the cloak is an arrowhead that is black with a green background. Sorry, it's a black like circle on this dark green cloak, and there's an arrowhead embossed on it in green, with this shimmering thread sort of tying it to the.
Hmm. Is this something that we're familiar with?
Make a history check.
That's a 12.
12. The name sounds familiar, but you're not sure where you've heard it. You think it was recent.
What was the name? Sorry.
The name that goes with this image. You
Oh.
don't know what he doesn't remember what the name is, but he's seeing the image and he's like, I've seen words next to that.
Can I now that everybody is like, oh look at that guy, can I look at him and find out how he died? So there were puncture wounds, right? But can I find
Make a
out
medicine
what kind of
check.
puncture wounds?
Can I
Can
assist
I-
that?
Yeah.
Rovan would have gone over and tried to help. Sorry.
Okay, so you guys are all crowding into this like tiny little nook where this guy's crawled
Still
behind
bad.
a rock to die. And
Dead 10
With advantage?
with advantage. Listen, my dice were great earlier, and now they suck again.
So you
Should
got all
let
the
me
good
do it.
rolls out in the warm up. So you look at the guy. You
plus
can't
6.
see exactly what he died of. I will say as well, like just knowing that you guys would do this, having found a dead guy in the cave, you have a look around the cave some more and find more dead guys.
Huh.
Oh.
There's 5 of them in total. They all have this same cloak. They've all got the same kinds of boots. One of them's missing one.
Oh, hey! I got your boot. I got your
Yeah,
boot.
he dead guy.
And they all have the same
Okay.
logo.
They all have the same logo. Different kit on all of them, though. The one that had the wand and the small book. This one's got a quiver full of arrows. There's no sign of a bow. This other guy's got a great sword. Guy next to him's got another like a battle axe type thing. They're all elves.
Ooh.
The one with the great sword and the one with the battle axe, they're burly for elves. Like they're on the they're on the 18 side of things, if you know what I'm saying, with when it comes to elves. And then you've
Nice.
also got this lithe little elf that's curled up in the corner in a cloak that's similar to the others but is purple rather than green. And has a multitude of daggers in bandoliers, with what looks like a little poison vial attached to the center of the bandoliers.
And did they all have similar deaths?
Very
Puncture
similar, yeah. All of them have puncture wounds to the chest. But
Mm,
the injuries around that, like, you know, some are missing a limb, others aren't. They're torn up bad.
Can I see if I can find any tracks? I'd also like to tell the group that we should probably report this back.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I was gonna say this doesn't actually seem like a good place to rest, you know, with a bunch of dead bodies here. This sounds like a bad idea.
So
Well,
Rovan,
if we keep going on, that's even worse.
Yeah, it's true.
And nobody can get inside the dome, even though they could surround us. But it's gonna be pretty boring with sleeping.
Rovan, if you could make a survival check.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You don't find any tracks. What you do
Hmm.
find are little wisps of this silk-like material.
Oh,
Can I
Material.
I
like
um,
this.
can I just like tear the logo off one of their jackets? Just like pocket it.
Sure, I mean, you could just take the whole cloak.
Sure, I'll just
Yeah.
nab a cloak. Why not?
also,
You could
sorry,
use it like a tea
just-
towel.
Just to get there really quick. There was one poison vial. There was one purple cloak, right? A greatsword and a battle axe. What
Mhm.
was the other stuff? That we
It was a whole pile of daggers, like 8 decent quality daggers. Not +1s, but good quality daggers. And greatsword, battle axe, daggers.
Should we
I-
take one
And
of each?
so the other one had a quiver of arrows, but there was no sign of a bow.
Can I just
Should we
pocket
take-
the arrows?
Sure, yeah.
I think Lance has taken note of everything. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm pocketing all the stuff. Definitely the greatsword and the battle axe and the purple cloak.
Okay. So now we got a green and a purple cloak, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, I
you
wanna-
could. They all have cloaks. 2 of them are pretty torn up, but you could certainly salvage 2 green cloaks and a purple cloak.
Okay.
They've all got this logo on the.
And the logo on the purple one is the same as the green.
It is, but you go to prod it and it falls off really easily, but then seems to stick back in place whenever you put it near to the spot that it was at.
Hmm.
Magnetic.
All right, what are we doing, guys? 'Cause I don't like the look of this.
Me either. Should probably report this.
I'd feel safer if we were inside a dome where nobody else could get in, to be honest.
That's a good idea.
So maybe we trek back a little bit, rather sleep in like on the giant steps than in this cavern, or what do you want?
Make a survival check, Lance.
My dice are so bad. Survival 5.
Yeah, either one seems like a valid choice.
Sure.
With like 5 dead guys around us, our odds don't look too good. I would say not in here.
Yeah.
Well, there were also a lot of side tunnels, right? Definitely before, probably also on the way down more, right?
Yeah,
Maybe try
definitely-
one of those.
yeah. We should backtrack a little bit.
All right.
Yeah, I definitely feel better with a little bit of backtracking, actually.
Well, at least we got some loot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can look at it more tomorrow when I feel like myself again. Because I got a fucking headache from that boulder, man. Oh, that hit me right in the back of the head.
Yeah, I got squished too.
You know what? I second that.
Yeah.
We've all been squished. Yeah, let's get somewhere safer and rest up.
Okay, so you guys are backtracking, finding a side tunnel.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
That is the play. Good sir.
All right. So you backtrack into this side tunnel and you find another body of another
shit,
elf.
guys.
This one has their bow and arrows, and as soon as you come near them, you can see them. They're sort of tucked up in the corner, legs up to their chest. There is dried blood at the corner of their mouth. They do look dead. And their cloak is drawn over their knees, so the arrow logo is facing outwards. And as you guys approach, it's the arrow forms into the shape of a mouth.
Huh.
The shape of a what? Sorry.
A mouth.
Mouth.
Oh,
Oh.
And
I go near.
and you hear a message. A trivial pursuit marked by the seral tree. When something remains, this way you take. Direct the course, that way must you follow. Within a rest's time, confronted will you be, for the opposite of a flaw held up by a fake. Then make like a spy before your end in sorrow.
I can't remember a word of that because I wasn't fast enough to write it
At the
down.
end of a rest, your end.
Like a trivial, and I didn't get the rest. There's something with the
Make it
rest,
up
and then make
something?
a stealthy at the
We
fig tree or
definitely-
something.
We definitely don't rest here though.
Can does that do the thing again?
Um,
I think that's.
what do you try to make it do the thing again?
Yeah, I go back a little
Shake
bit,
the
and then I
dead
go
body.
towards it a little bit again.
Nothing happens.
Stuck.
That was definitely.
I'm
a
not fast
warning.
enough at writing, man.
That was definitely a warning to.
Oh,
Whoever
100%.
finds him.
But did anybody write that down? Can we have that? TM.
Hey, you guys triggered it once. If you can figure out how to trigger it again, you get to hear it again.
Okay, all move out of the space of the thing and just go towards it again.
I don't think that's.
So everyone moves back.
Mm-hmm.
So nothing's in there again, and then
Okay, so what are you doing? So everyone moves back, and everyone's looking at you, Lance.
I just go towards it again.
Nothing happens.
I touch the logo.
Nothing happens.
I don't know, guys. I'm shit with this arcane stuff. Yorn.
Okay, well, I'm gonna identify it.
Okay, you identify
cloak.
it. Yeah, the cloak. It's just a cloak. But it's got a spell magic mouth on it right now.
Magic
Okay.
mouth. Do I know how to trigger this?
You know that you know Magic Mouth. It's a relatively common spell. It's not one you know yourself, but relatively common. It could be as specific as during the 3/4 moon of the 4th month of the year when there's somebody called Susan looking at it, or it could be when somebody walks past.
God.
Yeah, it's a wide range.
Yeah, I'm not sure what we can do to trigger it. We can try a whole bunch of stuff, I guess, but
You can try to move all the way back
Oh my!
Like,
I
just
mean, everyone else
go
has
near
already
the end.
moved all the way back. It's just you and Bjorn up there
Oh,
right now.
Well, I thought like going into the tunnel again. Maybe it had
Oh,
like
okay,
a
so-
time delay.
So everyone goes back into the tunnel.
I don't know. You guys try stuff. I don't fucking know.
I'm gonna say
Speak.
I don't think it's gonna activate again, but I think we can kind of piece that up ahead. There's an enemy that we don't want to face, and if we stay here to rest, it will come to us. So we should probably backtrack further.
Make a survival
Rest
check,
up.
Michelangelo.
Okay. Wow, what a bad day.
Yeah.
That's a 4.
Tell me.
That is a
Come
4.
on, dead guy. Talk to me. We found your other dead guys. Say the poem again. Did trivial something. Come on. I nudge him.
Just poking this dead
Yeah.
guy.
I'm poking the dead guy.
Nothing happens. What are the
Come
rest of
on,
you
dude.
doing while you watch Lance just berate this corpse?
I'm watching. Yeah, I'm just thinking, what can we do to trigger this again?
That's fucking
Oh,
stupid.
interesting
Why don't
note: as
just
you
say,
poke
"Oh,
it,
that's
the cloak falls to the floor. No puncture wounds in the chest.
I'm looking up around higher up for more of the silky stuff. See if I
Make
can
a survival
you-
check.
Said there was blood coming from his mouth, right?
Mhm.
Probably poison.
11.
Can I
11.
make like an investigation into how he
You
died?
don't find any wispy stuff, but you do find a blood trail leading into this tunnel and to the person. And as you're looking around for this and you're following this blood trail and you get closer to the person, the cloak starts speaking again. A trivial pursuit marked by the seral tree. When something remains, this way you take. Direct the course, that way must you follow. Within a rest's time, confronted will you be, for the opposite of a flaw held up by a fake. Then make like a spy before your end in sorrow.
We should leave.
I tried to get the coughs in the right place, but I don't think I quite got them in.
I second that. We should.
I'm putting some things together. Here is that was recorded by the dead person as they were dying.
Oh yeah,
Right.
this female elf is, you know,
The person who recorded that message is what.
Sure, but do we go the fuck back and not do the thing that we were sent here to do, or do we keep going without knowing what the fuck we should do?
Well, I think
Because
we have to
she
go.
thought it was a freaking good idea to do it in a freaking poem.
I think we have to backtrack and then rest and then come back in. I think what she's trying to say is we cannot rest here. Right?
I agree.
If we do that, then it's too late. So we need to get out of here and then rest and then come back in.
Trigger it again. You followed the blood thing. Come on, you can do it again. Who was that? Do it again.
Reuven.
I almost got everything.
I'll go back to. Actually, I'll follow the blood trail the other way.
it leads back to the cavern where you found
Just
the
the
other
cabin.
bodies.
Okay, and then I'll come back.
Yep, and as you get closer to the cloak, it starts speaking again. A trivial pursuit marked by the seral tree. When something remains, this way you take. Correct the course, that way must you follow. Within a rest's time, confronted will you be, for the opposite of a flaw held up by a fake. Then make like a spy before your end in sorrow.
Make like a spy. What does it mean?
So it's like a trivial pursuit marked by the seral tree. When something remains this way you take or something. Correct the course. I didn't catch the end of it. Within a rest's time, confronted for the opposite of a floor held up by a fig.
I mean,
Make way, like,
at this
smile
point,
before
I'll
you
say
make
that
them
it's probably
so.
my rendition that is meaning you guys don't get it. So let me just throw this into a handout because I could totally have done that sooner and totally didn't. So I'm just gonna do it real quick now.
Just-
I like
So-
to be
Copy
confused.
paste.
Just one more time, I'm gonna go back.
I'm not doing it again. I
I
refuse. I think I did it. I think I did it pretty damn consistently for 3 times.
Hmm. Ah,
Okay. Okay, guys.
The handout on the roll 20.
mm.
Yeah. Hmm.
Then make like a spy.
Uh,
before-
Stealth your way
your
out of there
end
before
is,
you die.
Rovan, you followed the blood trail back to the other cavern, didn't you?
Hmm.
Did you follow it all the way to its origin, or just to see where it came from?
I would have followed all the way to the origin. Is what I meant. Well,
All right, make a perception check.
17.
17. Yeah, you don't know it.
Mm.
So what are you guys doing?
God, I don't know.
I know what you as players are doing because you're looking at a poem and going insane while you try to figure out what it means. But I'm wondering what your characters are doing while you as players do.
Can I also follow the blood trail back and
Hmm.
see if I can see anything?
Sure, make a perception check. I'm increasing the DC for the cheekiness of immediately repeating the roll.
Okay. It's not that good. It's 16. It's worse.
Yeah, and the DC was increased.
Who's Lance?
Yeah.
Poems that relate to stuff happening seems to be common in this part of the world. What's the
Oh,
Who the
Rovan.
fuck thought of that too?
Rovan,
What?
you're well aware that poems are a big part of Elvish history, and
No, but I mean like the coincidences.
oh,
of
no,
the
I
poem.
understand. But you, as an elf, would be like, "Oh, this is perfectly normal for everything to be a poem in this."
Who thought of that? Why don't
Uh,
they just say, listen up, bitches, do this and this, otherwise you'll die? Yeah, why this? Who thought of that?
Good old riddles.
Oh, solve my riddle or die, bitch. What? Why? Why?
You're
Solve my
assuming that there are
riddle.
instructions on not dying in that riddle and not something else.
What's the seral tree?
You would know that. That's the that's like the emblem of Aral Sarah, the royal family. The sort of like the Elvish nation often refers to the mother tree being Aral Sarah. The mother tree of Emeria is Aral Sarah. Like the continent is sheltered under the wings, boughs. There's a lot of tree imagery. Because wood elves.
And
22.
the person who sent us here.
Well, what do we know about this riddle,
Whatever
right? We know
which
that within
level.
a rest time, we're going to likely be confronted. That's almost guaranteed, right?
Something remains
I mean, this
way we
person's been
take.
dead for like
Hmm.
And now that we know that
I got an
there's
idea.
something pointing to the royal families and Arosera. Do I remember where we have seen this emblem before? Maybe in the city somewhere.
Make a history check.
Potentially.
Five.
What was the...
I've got an idea. You guys want to hear it?
Sure.
Yeah.
We got 3 charges of the Sending Stone. Why don't we try and use one charge to explain we found some dead people, dead elves, and then use the second charge to try and convert more of this, or convert this riddle without the whole riddle being told to them, because there's too many words, and see if they can tell us anything.
Okay, I give you the Sending Stone.
I don't want to do it. I'm gonna throw
Well-
it to Reuven.
I'm not sure what the Sanding Stone is. I think I missed this.
Yeah, the sending
Oh.
stone is how you call. No, you were there for that. It's what Tanith gave you for to call Zelaria.
Yep.
So I'm gonna put the Sending
There's
Stone down
25
next to me
words.
for a second. I'm gonna ask the Zelaria. She was wearing an emblem. What was the emblem? Is kind of what I. Does anyone remember in the group
Mm,
at all what she was wearing specifically?
wait, let me look it up. Mhm.
Zelaria was wearing an emblem.
Yeah, they had the.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
she was, and it got her around. That's why Rovan took notice, because it got her around the place, and he's a curious boy, and he likes the idea of being able to travel freely. That's why he noticed it. He doesn't remember what it is, though.
I haven't written it down, sadly.
I
know
can
that
tell
they
you.
were blue robed guys and they were armored.
I can share with you a work in progress of what it looked like, if you like. It doesn't look like this. It's similar imagery, but this is the same vibe. Not the arrow, but the other emblem that they have on the pauldron. Similar vibe. Same kind of application, different image. I apparently didn't save what I was working on
no.
because I'm an idiot. What a sad day. Oh, never mind.
I'm just moving that.
I definitely remember that they had the emblems on the shoulder. Zelaria had the emblem on the shoulder.
Yeah, so it was
All of
it
them
was
had emblems.
also a tree, but different coloration, different stylization. This one's sort of a like a wide willow tree with like a sunset behind it. The other one was kind of like a stylized oak tree with like a crossed keys behind it.
Okay. All right. Do we report back then? Yes.
Definitely
Track back
tell her
person.
what kind of emblem that is. She might know which family it comes from.
25 words is so such a stretch.
Looking at the emblem that would be on these cloaks, what do I see exactly? Sorry, just asking for clarification of what I see on there.
Sorry, what was the question?
The cloaks of the people, it was like an arrow.
It was a black circle with a green arrowhead on top of it, with which was attached with a sort of shimmering silk, except for the purple one, which just came away in the hand but snapped back.
All right, I'm gonna grab the Sending Stone.
Okay.
Found dead elves. Emblem, black circle, green arrow. Advice needed. Warning given. by dead elf using magic.
8 words left.
Speak soon. That's all of that. They've
6
given
words
us
left.
6
So, something about resting. Need help.
Something about resting. Need advice.
1 word left.
Please.
Thanks.
Thanks.
All right, so you get a message back saying, "Thanks for the confirmation. We were afraid that this would be the case.
You guys
Recommend
are...
resting in a safe place. Call if you need us."
So what did she say?
Do I only hear that, or the group?
Yeah,
hear
it's
that?
only you. It's a mental communication, man. They don't even
I
hear
see.
you saying the message out loud.
I see. She said thanks for the confirmation. They feared that would have happened. She advised to go and rest in a safe.
Yeah, well, what
Send
is
another
a
message if
safe
we
place?
need them. That's about it. Not very helpful.
Great, I
All we did was
love
confirm
her.
what they already knew.
Yeah, she confirmed what we already knew. Thanks.
Well, we all need to rest, right? So we should just focus on that. Let's go somewhere safe and rest.
But what is safe? Where is safe? How long do we want to backtrack?
Not in here.
Well, we're already not in the cavern anymore. We don't know if the next one or the next one or the next one to the side is safe. The only thing we know that is safe is the last place we rested. We can't go there. That's too
Okay,
far.
so what do we do?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because we can't get into a fight because we're too hurt.
I'd really like to right about now, though.
Should we try and rest in the hut?
I mean, in the hut, in the dome, definitely. Yeah, this dome thing,
Yes,
but not here. Fucking creepy. Let's backtrack for maybe another 30 minutes.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. That's kind of what I thought we were gonna do.
Okay, so you backtrack another 30 minutes from the 30 minutes that you already backtracked to get to this tunnel.
Yes.
So now an hour
looking
from
for
the
tunnel.
cabin where you found the bodies. I was gonna say babies for a second there, but that was not what those were. The children of the death machine. So you guys take a long rest? Who's taking first watch? Are you setting a watch? Going to sleep?
Yeah,
I-
I'll take first watch.
Do we want to look in a tunnel while Bjorn is casting a dome? I want to look if there's a side tunnel and what's in there.
Sure. Oh, you camping out in the main road? I thought you were like
No,
finding
in
a side tunnel. Okay, so
But
you
I
find a
wanna,
tunnel.
Look if there's something there.
Okay, sure. Make
Sure, am
a
I casting
perception
the-
check. Are you investigating? Or
Yeah,
you just looking down it, or
yeah.
just looking
I
down
want
it?
to know every nook and cranny. I want to know if there's anything
Oh, okay. So
there.
investigation check then.
Investigation.
-1, 15.
Yeah, I mean, it seems pretty clear. You find some little bits of web. You do see a couple more streams of those spiders. Those seem to be getting more frequent now.
Ugh.
And yeah, that's about it really in this particular cavern or tunnel, I should say.
Can I take first watch? Robad.
Oh yeah, I mean, you ask it.
I mean, I don't see why not. I don't see why either, but if you want
I
to.
mean, if I use the workshop then I have increased perception, right? So for an immediate danger,
But the workshop gives you increased perception.
like
I'd love to come in there and see what of nature I could feel.
does that actually?
Pretty sure it doesn't, but let's see. Fortunately, I don't believe you are a descendant of Semka, so I'm pretty sure it doesn't work that way. But let's double check.
Oh man, I'm just throwing you a curveball. Take first watch. If you're better at detecting stuff, go for it. But
Yeah, no, but I mean, that'd be cool.
potentially
just
we're more
dogs.
vulnerable in the middle of the night. But hey,
Just want to remind you, Lofty, to have a look at your spell list.
Yeah, I added another. Oh, actually, yeah, I do. I see that Friends Watcher. It's a new one.
Semka special.
You see. How long does this last?
8 hours.
Oh, damn, now I'm distracted. oh my god, it lasts 8 hours. I should have cast this ages ago.
Isn't that always the way?
Oh, that's
But it's also pretty good overnight.
insane. All right, hold on.
It's a trade-off, but it's pretty good overall. So, what's happening, guys?
Yeah, I'll still take the first watch.
sure.
So what, are we taking a long rest or a short rest?
Long rest. Nighttime.
Okay.
It's nighttime.
You're
Yeah.
you're putting up the dome, right? You're casting the
yeah,
Leomund's tiny hut? Yeah. So.
Yeah.
You throw that up, I assume, as a ritual?
Yep.
Yeah, not a spell slot. Get the dome up.
Oh wait, that doesn't use a spell slot?
Not when you do it as a ritual. It takes 10 minutes longer, but it doesn't doesn't
Okay.
use a spell slot.
Ah, okay, alright.
That's what the little R in the book means. So like with the identifier you did earlier on, like you did the quick version, which is 6 seconds. That's super quick, but you can also sit down for 10 minutes and do it, but you don't cost a spell. It takes 10 minutes.
Okay.
That can be. Takes 10 minutes longer than whatever the casting time for the spell is. You do it as a ritual.
Okay.
Okay.
Because you get the book out and do it the old school way. It's like proving
Yeah,
a
yeah.
mathematical theorem and then using the
Yes.
formula instead of just remembering the formula. Oh, and don't forget you've got a little book that you found.
Yes. I'll figure that out the next day.
So you put up the dome. It's nice and warm inside that climate controlled space that you guys have. Sound does come through, but everything else is you are protected from. Michelangelo, you put the workshop up?
Yes.
Okay, so you put the workshop up, step inside to a now very familiar space that is the space that you've seen the most out of any space in recent time, with all the moving around and everything. Stationary touchstone that feels like home now.
Nice.
You step inside and you feel the warm, familiar glows of your friend's presence, awareness, as well as everything else that's crawling in 30 feet, including the 3 giant spiders.
Fuck. Where are they?
Slowly making their way down the corridor.
Okay, I'm gonna fucking warn everyone.
Sure. This is about half an hour after everyone's kind of bedded down, but not everybody's like fully asleep yet. So,
Can I wait? Hold on What's the range of this? Is it like 30?
30 feet. They're
Feet?
within 30 feet of you.
Okay, yeah, I'm fucking stepping out of the workshop. I'm gonna try and not be too loud or panicky about this.
Sure.
But
You want to roll a
guys,
stealth check for that?
yeah, sure. Let me do that. Fuck. 13.
13.
Watch.
All right.
Is that good enough? Did I
Um,
do okay?
having a look. Let's see. That was just good enough.
Yes. Okay,
Uh,
guys. I don't want anyone to freak out. All right. But there are 3 gigantic spiders within 30 feet of us. And I don't know if they know where we are yet, but we are in danger.
They can't come in here, right?
They can't, I do believe.
Bjorn? Can they
Yeah.
get in here?
No, I don't think so.
Can I look around for the other spiders? Do
Sure.
we see more little spiders?
You do, yes.
Which way are they going?
I'm pretty sure if larger creatures try
kinda
and get in, the
towards you.
spell just ends.
What's that?
Wait,
I'm
can they
pretty
get
sure if
in?
larger creatures try and get in the dome, the spell just ends, doesn't it?
No.
No.
Nothing that says that on it.
So
As
not.
long as
Nope.
you remain concentration.
As long as you stay in the middle and remain concentrating on it, there's pretty much nothing that can touch you while in that dome unless they wait for 8 hours.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
even a gigantic
Uh,
wild dragon.
a more advanced creature or another spellcaster could probably dispel it pretty damn easily. You're very aware that, like, basically anybody who can dispel anything could just, like, look at this and it's gone. But outside of that, like creatures and stuff, you're pretty safe.
Okay, alright. That's
Okay.
good. I thought
We're not
yeah.
in immediate danger. But,
the
there are very
spiders-
large enemies.
Are the small spiders going the same direction as Michelangelo's telling us the big spiders are? Is my question. Do the big spiders
Loosely,
follow
the
apparently the same pattern?
it's kind of hard to tell. The small spiders are just kind of going, like, they're clearly going the same direction, but they're going from crevice to crevice, whereas you get the impression that the larger spiders maybe don't have that option, so it's kind of hard to say whether they're heading in the same direction as the smaller spiders because they're confined to a different geography.
No. But it's not like they're going like this.
What's that?
It's not like they're going like this.
Oh,
like
no,
the
no,
small
no.
Spiders
They-
that way, the big spiders that way.
Yeah, I mean, they're within like 120 degrees of each other, they could perceivably be going to the same place, but via different routes.
Maybe they don't even care for us. Who knows?
Can I, like, step back in the workshop? See if they're still there?
Sure, yeah, you step back in the workshop, they are still there.
Are they just waiting? Like, what are they doing?
Just they're just moving, they're still continuing towards you, they're getting closer, they're just moving very slowly.
Can I leave the door of the workshop open so, like, everyone can still see me?
Sure.
So I can just communicate.
I mean, you can. It's like a glowing purple door to anybody that can see it. So you just like step through it. It's not portal. You can't see through it.
Okay. I'm gonna leave it up anyway. Step back out. They're moving very slowly, but they seem to be coming towards us.
Hmm.
We're not necessarily blocking their path, so
At this point, most of you will be able to see them because they're close enough to you.
I'm gonna go
They've
stealth.
been within 30 feet the whole time, but now you're starting to see the shape of legs coming out of the dark. Those of you with dark vision.
how big are they? Like, when you say like large, are we talking about like
Yeah, like at the length
like-
of a leg's like maybe between 7 and 8 feet.
okay, so like a horse? It's a
No.
it's
The leg of one of these spiders is like the length of your body, Michelangelo.
Oh, okay, no. So it's like a house,
It's
maybe like a room.
I mean, but they keep themselves their bodies very low, like their legs are folded and everything, you know. So they take up between 10 by 10 by 10 feet area.
Okay.
And you notice that these aren't giant spiders like you thought. These are the wrong color. These are pure white.
That's freaking creepy.
Uh huh. Anyone seen a spider like that before?
Have I seen a spider like that before?
Roll a history check or a nature check, your choice.
Natural 20.
These are ice spiders.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
the
those
back
are rice
ones
spiders.
and the back one's a queen.
Sorry, did you say rice or ice?
Ice. And the big one, the last one, the back one, that's a queen. That's bad, people. That's bad.
Huh. How far away are they now? It's like encroaching on our impending doom. We're just sitting here like having a conversation about it.
I mean, they're like at the dome now, so you're starting to see them. They're on the ceilings and the walls, and they appear to be going past without notice.
Okay. Mm.
Based on the loose arrangement that I've made here, here you go. Oh, and there's a way to make that for a. There we go. So that's the dome. And the spiders are kind of coming this direction. Rovan, I would like you to make. Oh no, you don't make a save at all. You just take damage.
Oh.
As even
So-
within
so-
the
so-
air
so-
control, even within the climate control of the dome, this cold wave passes over you. There's 7 points of cold damage. And you feel your bones kind of
Chill to the core.
chill going through.
I really want to fireball these spiders.
Nephilim takes
No,
8
no,
points
no.
of damage.
Just want to heal up. Want to heal up. We have potions, right? We have healing potions. We should use these.
Sure.
And then
Bjorn, you are fortunately in the middle of the dome, so the spiders, the Ice Queen is too far away to damage you.
Nice.
Panther is not so fortunate. That is 5 points of cold damage to the Panther. I just managed to roll a d4 that was cocked. That's 5 points of cold damage to Lance.
Mm-hmm.
And that's 3 points of cold damage to Michelangelo. This little procession of spiders.
I don't
You
like
hear
them.
their little footsteps. See.
Me neither, but we
Back
have the
across.
option of just letting them cross and going back to sleep and healing up, or fighting them right now. So I'd rather not fight them.
Let's surprise them.
You could.
Hmm.
I'll give
Actually,
you guys some perspective, actually, because just to give you guys an idea, this is the kind of thing that we're talking about moving past you guys here.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
3 of them.
It's like I mean, I mean, we could potentially one-shot one of them if we all healed up right now. Then
I mean, I've healed up
prepared
a
our
lot
attacks
more, yes.
before the dome goes down, and then undo the dome and blast one of them.
You can always step out the dome.
You can just step out the dome. We can just keep Bjorn inside the dome.
One step
And
back
attack them.
in and out of the dome like Gorilla.
Yeah, basically.
They're walking away.
We have to.
I mean, we have the queen right here. We
25
don't have
feet
to.
away.
We don't have to. We don't have to. I'm just saying.
35 feet away.
Probably ass blast one of them.
Can I try and fireball them?
45 feet away. You want to cast
Wait.
fireball?
Wait, Pure,
Yeah.
think about
Okay.
it.
You cast fireball.
I'm casting fireball.
All right.
Wait,
I'd like you to
go on.
roll 8d6, please. And I
Oh,
would
there
like
you go.
everybody in the dome to make a dex save.
Fuck.
Because magic
Fuck.
cannot pass through the dome, and fireball detonates if it reaches something that it cannot pass through.
Oh shit! No, I want to step out the dome and do it.
You
But
can't.
you can't step out the dome. The dome
You
disappears when you
can't
do
step out
that.
the dome.
You just.
You are the one who's keeping the dome intact, man.
Everybody
Hey,
roll
we're
a
gonna-
dex save. He said it is
We're all
happening.
gonna
We
be
already
wrong.
went over how the spell worked 10 minutes ago.
17.
Can I just walk into the workshop? Can I just step into the workshop as I see him preparing this fireball? I mean, the portal's
I'll
right
take-
in front of me.
All right, I'll give you guys this freebie. Bjorn, you're about to do that, and you decide it would be a bad idea to kill your whole party right here in this little contained firestorm where I'd probably make you roll the damage again if there were any low numbers, because it's literally contained in a bubble, you know? It's like putting a
Alright.
grenade under a serving platter.
just ping pongs off the wall and comes back. and just blows
Exactly
up.
what happens. It's a 20-foot radius spell. It's the explosion's larger than the dome, and it would be contained by it. Best TPK of all
Fine.
time, but you guys would be incinerated. Except for Lance standing there going,
What do I mean? I'll just go back into the workshop. See you.
okay, so you don't do that, Bjorn, suddenly realizing how bad an idea that might be.
Oh
Could I
man.
just grab his
Spiders are
hand and stop
45
him?
feet away, 50 feet away.
Okay.
Just let them go, people.
Don't
We
make
don't need to
people
fight
away.
them.
You cast fireball.
Cooks a grenade. Just hold it.
It's just holding
Listen,
it.
If you all want
I
to
was
die,
hungry.
I can survive that shit.
Oh god.
All right. So the threat has passed, and you all breathe a little bit of a sigh of relief.
You're not casting a fireball in this dome.
Correct.
Not the spiders. They were fine.
Yeah, nobody cared about the spiders. But Fire Dome, as it would forever be known.
That's the best end of a campaign ever.
Yeah.
TPK.
And so then the spiders are right on the other side of the Leomund's tiny hut, and I just killed us all with a fireball inside the hut. The spiders were totally fine because it protected them from it.
Listen, I made it so the spiders can kill you because you killed us first. You can at least thank me.
I know, and the crazy
I'm
thing
eager
is,
to use my spell. All right, I haven't
You're
used
welcome.
it yet.
episode 13 was last week, just saying.
Okay.
I'm stress eating because of Bjorn.
Savage. So, you guys take a night's rest. Michelangelo, you're taking the first watch. Nothing else eventful happens. You'd be glad to hear. Rovan, are you taking the next one?
Mm-hmm.
So, make a perception check.
Can I after my watch ends, can I cast Friend of the Watcher?
Sure. Do you want to target
that
with it?
this last 8 hours. Well, Lance and Rovan for sure. But it's up to my
It's
wisdom.
up to 3.
Yeah.
3 for you.
It's between the Panther and actually no. I'll just give it to Bjorn because he's technically like staying
does it do?
concentrated throughout this. I will read that off to you right now. I haven't used this yet. Choose a number of creatures within your range, up to your wisdom modifier, so that's 3 in this case, except for myself. You gain +5 passive perception and advantage on dexterity checks for initiative. Wait, yeah, when you're within 30 feet of me. My passive perception is reduced by 10,
And
and
you
I
take
take -10 on initiative. But that's probably not relevant. So, +5 perception to you guys.
+5 passive perception.
Passive perception. While I sleep.
Yeah, but
Okay.
we can't go under our passive perception then, which is great.
Exactly. It just raises your minimum floor, guys.
22.
Right, okay, cool.
22.
Mine's,
Is that your new passive?
Oh no, that's the roll. My new passive would be 20, and I decided to roll anyway just to see if I
of
could beat
course.
it.
Yeah.
22.
Yeah,
So
you have to roll. I told you to make a roll. You don't choose not to make a roll just because you got a fancy passive.
oh wait, do I have to make a roll?
No, you don't. No, this is because
Oh,
Rovan's
okay.
taking the watch.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So you just happen to get hit by this spell. You don't even know you're asleep.
All right.
So yeah. One thing with this, Michelangelo. If you go into the workshop, they will no longer be within 30 feet.
No, this is what I'm saying. I'm out
Yeah.
once.
Yeah, just
Okay,
checking.
but that's
Just
a
double
side
checking.
note.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a side note. All right.
Yeah, because you're on a different plane.
Okay.
All right. You're taking this, Rovan. Still have the sending stone?
yeah, I didn't give it back.
True, he didn't.
Get a message from Valeria. Tonight.
I'm dreaming of a nice, warm, toasty fireball.
It has been requested that you return as much of the accoutrement of the emerald arrows as soon as possible. We recommend you withdraw forthwith with those items and get yourselves up to the surface.
What was that word?
Accoutrement.
That's Elvish for, fancy stuff.
I did put down stuff. Cool.
I thought that was French for fancy stuff.
There's no such thing as French in this world, my friend. I think you were referring to it. There's a dialect of Elvish that's common in Perpington.
I don't know what you mean.
It sounds just like that. Lance
Like
would know their
what?
accent,
There is no accent in Perpington. They're completely normal.
Oh.
Oh, baguette! Établissement Bacon!
Splish splosh.
Ah.
Foo de fa-fa.
Ba-de-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Foo de fa-fa. Hiya!
Yeah.
Yep.
Moving on from New Zealand's humour.
Je t'aime fireball.
I love you, Fireball. Okay, so you get that message, Revan, while you're taking your watch.
I'm gonna poke Lon. She's making weird noises in her sleep. She's distracting me. I'm gonna get on with my watch.
You poke Lance, and there's just this kind of like zzz, static electricity going across it. It's like she's. It's like she's always in nylon. It's weird.
Yep. Because I am.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. You continue your watch. You don't notice anything. Who's taking the last watch?
Yeah, go on then.
Bjorn. Wake up a little early. Got that book in your pocket.
Yeah. I'm gonna investigate the book.
Roll investigation.
Ah. 3 plus 6.
Takes you a
so
while,
9.
man, but you figure out how to open it.
Nice.
Turns out there was a catch. Who knew? Book with a catch.
I've not seen those in ages.
So you open it up, and you're flicking through the first couple of pages, and it's like fairly basic spellcaster's book, you know? Like, clearly the elf you took
Okay.
it off, wizard. This looks like what you might call a going out book. You know, like when you don't want to take your main spell book, you just take like one with like a couple of your less important, like less more necessary spells that, but you don't want to take like the full like encyclopedia out with you. So you make a copy of like the bits you need of your spell book in case it gets damaged or whatever. You know.
Okay.
So this is what one of these is. It's an auxiliary spell book. It's got like the usual basic spells in there: identify, detect magic, dispel magic, find traps.
Ooh.
Somebody make a note of these because I can't be bothered to write them down as I call them out. But variety and
No, let me write these down. Hold on.
I got those 4.
there is illusory script, silent image, Tensor's floating disk, dark vision, enlarge, reduce, hold person, invisibility, and there is another spell called the Rallopyros Entree.
How do I spell this?
I'll just put it in. I haven't yet got this onto D&D Beyond, so
Okay.
apologies for that. I'll just ping you a call right quick. So yeah, so that's the spells that are in this little spell book. Mostly utility spells.
Yeah.
Oh, there would also have been Melf's Acid Arrow and Scorching Ray.
What are they spells?
Yeah.
What is it? Acid arrow.
Melf's Acid Arrow.
Melf. Okay.
You're going over the Rallopyros one because that one doesn't catch your eye. And you get an idea for what it does. but you're gonna have to copy it into your spell book and convert it into your notation before you can figure out how to actually cast it. And it definitely doesn't seem finished as well. You feel like that, like if you spend some time with this, you might be able to improve this.
Okay.
I sent you the.
Yeah, thank you.
I think you're gonna like.
Spicy.
So, while that's going on, the rest of you are sleeping. You begin to wake up. And you see Bjorn, his head down in a book. Never did actually roll a perception check to look around him, but it appears that that was fine and nothing happened.
Before we start the new day, can I ask for like a break? 5 minutes.
Yeah, sure. Let's say until 5. I need also a break that is a little bit longer than the 5 to 5. What's up, Shelley?
I can't make any longer than 5 today.
Oh, you can't? Well then let's just
No.
keep going for the last 20 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No
No
worries.
worries.
So, you guys doing?
Was you even watching Bjorn?
So I
Yeah.
slept really well tonight. Anything happen? Other than the spiders.
Well, I figured out some cool spells.
Oh, cool.
You don't know those
Yeah.
spells yet. You got to spend the time copying them into the spell book. So,
But I'm aware of their, they're written, they're in this auxiliary spell book.
You
So-
wanna put that in the bag of holding so nobody can like steal it from you that easily?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
I got a message from the Sending Stone.
Oh, really?
Yes. It was just in the middle of my watch that they had a request for us to return kind of now with as much as the Emerald Arrow stuff as possible.
Oh God.
Like the words they used, I think that they indicated like the cloaks and the symbols and stuff, like the pompous stuff that you'd expect with peoples. And they want us to return to the surface. Now.
Did we take the one which had the magic mouth casted on it?
it's still there.
They're all still there, but they've asked us to grab their stuff and return to the surface.
Yeah. We can take all their stuff and get back up.
Which
sure.
way did the spiders go?
It's amazing. Right as you're having this conversation, the sending stone starts to vibrate and feel in your pocket.
Pull it out.
We're still waiting for. A little more than anyone anticipated.
Just got another message. They want confirmation that we're going back to the surface. Are we going to confirm that? We got to deal with that giant again. We go back.
Yeah, we gotta definitely get back over that frickin' water again. So maybe we should. Even though he threw boulders down there now,
Yeah, you
right?
gotta reply now, otherwise you.
Oh, right. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, we're on our way. So
Okay, so
I'm
they
just
asked to grab as much of the stuff, but yeah.
Where were the
I'm-
spiders though? Are they where the
Yeah.
bodies are?
No,
Or-
they were heading from the main lake step. Oh no, you haven't.
Okay.
okay. Yeah, I don't know. Just that message that was left got me a little bit worried for returning. But yeah, no, if we gotta go and get the stuff, we gotta go and get the stuff.
I mean,
They
we
said
got
they
the
said
stuff
they said
fine
as much
yesterday.
stuff.
As much of stuff as possible.
We got us some of the stuff already.
Got quite a bit of
So-
it.
Yeah. So we just get out?
Yeah, I
What are
think
we
that's
doing?
the call. I mean, the magic mouth also seemed like it might be worth something, but returning there might be like a mistake.
I feel like the stuff
think-
we've got is valuable to us, and
Yeah,
Let's flip
Yeah,
a coin.
yeah.
yeah. That's
We should definitely try to get like we can be stealthy and look if there's any thing happening in the cavern, right? And if it looks safe, we go back and try to get as much as we can, and if it doesn't, then we just book it.
Nah, we flip a coin. Let's do that.
flip
Heads,
some
we
meat,
get the stuff. Tails, we get out.
flip some bacon.
Yeah.
Do you think this also is a problem for the city underneath, like the Sea of
That-
City?
Most
yeah,
likely. Yeah.
How deep do you think this whole thing goes?
the fact that this is the second time we've run into creatures of ice, and we're underwater.
It's December.
and it is December now.
Hmm.
I mean, still though, an iceberg on a lake, ice
Yeah,
dragons.
that was a bit rich. that was
Ice
also like
spiders.
you know that had been there in like September as well. So
Yeah. There could be a threat to the city below.
100%.
Hmm.
Michelangelo agrees.
It doesn't make me very happy. It is starting October right now. If anybody's interested, it is not December.
Wait,
Our
what?
DM is lying.
Wait, what? Are you
When we
sure?
went down, listen, yes. When we went down, the second day inside, I asked you for the
Oh,
date. and
you're
you
right,
Said the
you're right.
30th of September.
I'm so sorry. Yes, you are
1851.
correct.
SQ.
Yeah, because on the 28th of September, Neffy and Rovan visited some museums.
Yep.
And on a little play date.
My mistake. So yeah, so it's a little bit weird to have ice creatures.
We were pretty deep down.
Kind of. You think it's probably irrelevant.
Alright, do I scout ahead stealthily, check that those caverns are right in front of us? And if there's problems, we just turn around?
Well, who's flipping the coin?
Well, it takes an hour to get back there.
Hmm.
If you're really stealthy, it takes you 2.
Yeah.
So it would take you 2 hours to go there, 2
Yeah.
hours to get back to us. So we'd have to wait here for 4 hours.
I mean, you could come along with me, but
Sure, but then also we can just all go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we might as well go in that scenario. But
It's just,
I mean,
it's just an hour, and as soon as we find anything that looks suspicious, anything that seems like a fight, we turn around and we go.
sure. Okay.
I
Right,
would
let's do
really like to get that cloak with a magic mouth on it, though. That's, I think, and that's
Yeah.
just an hour from here. So. Oh no, not true. That's just 30 minutes from here.
Not if you're
Alright, let's
stealthing.
do.
If you're stealthing, it's an hour.
No, stealth is an hour, yes, but 30
well,
minutes normal time.
Let's do that then, yeah.
The stealth? Sure.
Okay, everybody roll stealth.
Here comes the big whoopsie.
Nephilim rolled real well.
Of course he did.
Disappeared into the middle of nothing.
Wait, does anyone want does anyone want a blessing of the trickster? It's free.
Bjorn
But
can
Jen,
always
she
do
You're the
that.
clunky
I think you
person.
gave it to Bjorn before.
Yeah, I can give it to Bjorn again.
Wait, what
I'm-
did you give me?
You get advantage on stealth.
Oh, I got a
Yes.
21.
Oh, well.
Oh,
Give it to me if you want. I don't know.
I mean,
okay. I
sure.
mean, yeah.
I'll
it's
let
like
you
how
off
the-
this
Just give it
time.
to
it-
someone.
Okay, yeah, go on.
I
Max.
rolled
You can have it.
okay.
I'm gonna be the person to roll terribly. It's always me.
Well, you're the one with the bad stealth.
I rolled a
Yeah, you're
15.
huge.
Hey, that's
Not
not
terrible.
terrible.
Good thing I'm not wearing scale mail.
What was the lowest you guys rolled?
I had a 21, so I think Michelangelo is the one
Yeah,
with the lowest.
15.
Good to know. And what did the panther roll?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what about Panther, Sean?
Obi Panther Nobi.
Panther Novi. Yep.
16.
Damn.
All right.
I actually rolled a 16, but I got -1 on stuff.
He rolled a 7 and has a +9 on stealth.
Hey man, I just got done. My character that had a +11 stealth just died. I'm very sad.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. That was a good level 5 character.
Oh wow.
All right, so you guys are making your way downtown, walking fast, faces past,
Just pass.
and you're homebound.
Yep.
Except not yet, because
Except
you're on
not
the
yet,
way
no.
to the tunnel. So you all get inside this this tunnel, and you go to the body, and the body is stripped of everything there. The cloak
Aw.
is gone, the stuff is gone, the boots are gone, the bow is gone, the arrows are gone.
Everything's
All
gone.
right.
Fucking
You didn't take anything from this one.
spiders.
Everyone's gonna do what it
I don't
naturally do
think
and
that
look
was
for
spiders.
traps.
Listen, that has to be someone with hands and thumbs.
Casting fireball. No, I'm not really. Can I investigate it?
Sure.
Do we
You
have anything
investigate
to
the body
talk
of
to
this
them?
elf.
Hmm.
So roll.
Yeah, I mean, roll investigation. You're investigating.
17.
Yeah, I mean, they were stripped after you guys were here.
Man.
Are there any like footprints around or anything?
Make a survival check.
I would be naturally starting to help him
Yeah,
do
okay,
that,
sure.
obviously.
Let's say Rovan makes that a check at advantage. Sure.
Okay, all right.
So you guys actually find something out, because otherwise he's just going to stand there frustrated while you mess up all the evidence.
Nat 20.
That
26.
20. All right. Yeah, you find footprints.
Footprints,
Yeah.
humanoid.
Actual
Boots.
footprints.
Boots.
Boots.
I mean, I would have found them.
Did the boot print match the boots that we've got a boot? We've got one of them boots. Can I check the boot print
They
with that boot?
do not.
They do not. Okay.
The spider didn't put on boots and walk away.
Can
I don't think it was
can-
spiders. It was probably. Do you know how the Rowan talked to the spiders before?
Yeah.
Small ones, and they were like, "Gotta serve, gotta go to the mistress, gotta serve the mistress and shit." I mean, we're pretty far underground, and if it's anything spider related like that, I'm fucking bet my ass it was Drow.
Okay. Maybe we should send.
And if this person already has nothing on them anymore, the ones in the cavern sure as hell don't. So let's
Right.
turn around and go back.
Should we let them know with the sending stone
Sure.
that, like, the
We
remains
can-
got robbed by
Some
Drow?
humanoid,
some humanoid?
probably Drow. I guess. I don't know, but I guess.
I'm desperate to check which way these footprints went.
Go for it.
You want to check the footprints? Yeah,
Sure.
sure. Follow the
Like-
footprints.
Yeah.
Okay,
If
so
they're going further in or if they're going further out.
so they came from the main cavern that you've come from, and they're retracing their steps there, and they just stop.
Probably hopped on the back of a spider.
Can fly.
And you're surprised by that, so you look up into the glowing red eyes of something that's just standing there looking at you.
Fuck.
Oh.
It was too good to be
And when I say
true.
standing there, I mean it's like doing the spread eagle thing in the top of the tunnel, just looking down at you with its red eyes.
How'd you follow the footprints?
I'm getting ready with fireball.
And it's going to cast confusion on you. So if you could please make a wisdom saving throw. And were you alone following the footprints?
That's a natural 20.
I believe so.
Yes.
Unless Nephilim
Yes,
follow.
and I would have been doing it stealthily, but that doesn't matter. I made a 20 on the save.
There's stealth, and then there's being very visibly underneath a creature, a foot away from them.
True.
You know,
just
like
phases
you're
out.
not drawing attention to yourself, but you're not invisible, man.
So yeah, a nat 20 on that save anyway.
Sure.
Wait, hold on. I mean, yeah, continue.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, the spell has no effect, and the face pulls back into a growl, and it whispers to you in Elvish, but the Elvish has got this accent on it, this dark accent. Oh, I'm gonna get you, fair cousin. And looking past the glowing eyes, you see this drow-like face with this shock of white hair coming backwards. This creature is shirtless. These huge scars and bulging muscles coming out of the shoulders as it just holds itself aloft, seemingly with no effort. And then it's going to drop down in front of you. So let me just set up a somewhat of a little encounter screen here, so that you
Oh, no.
you have an idea of what's going on. Where's your panther at?
Panther didn't come with me. I didn't say anything about that happening
No.
before.
That's
I
fine.
wish I could say that it's got to come with me, but hey.
All right.
I'm gonna get you, fair cousin. Boy,
Mm.
could have just moonwalked out of there.
That's weird. Where am I? I've lost my token. This is the worst. What?
I mean, it is pretty dark.
I'm very confused. Let's see if it's in the... Oh. Well, we will just pick out picture. Oh man. Well, never mind. So, to set the scene for you guys. Hide everything if I could. Sure. This little spot just here. So you guys are sort of in this tunnel that's curved off as it cuts away, and this guy's hanging just inside the entrance from the sort of steps that you've been traversing all this time. Everyone, if you would like to roll initiative for me.
Has it been more than 8 hours?
Has it been 8 hours? Yeah, I mean, you cast that at the end of a watch, so
22.
so it
So
would have
6
been
more hours of a rest.
yeah, and then you guys took about an hour to get to here. I mean, it's just in time, I would say. So I guess the 3 people who had Friends of the Watcher get advantage on initiative. Oh, I didn't turn on the turn order.
Is there any point me even rolling again? Sorry, I got pretty high.
What did you get? I mean, you can crit fish, man, if you want to. It really is up to you.
Okay, so yeah,
Not as
22
good.
is the highest.
Okay, so 22. You guys can just edit your own. And I'm afraid we have no pretty picture for this drow-like entity. That's definitely a drow. And did really well on his initiative roll.
Small space. Yeah.
So wait, we're saying that it's still applied. So everyone,
Yeah.
there's okay,
Yep.
cool.
You said it was a
So
22
you got a
for you,
huge
Jamie?
minus.
I have -10.
Plus, in addition to your normal minus of 1.
I rolled a 1, so that was -1 because of my normal minus, and
So
then
you have minus
10.
10. Okay, cool.
So I am -10.
And we'll roll for Neff of them.
I low roll.
-10.
I hit. I went into
He's still going
negative.
for a while.
It's cool. The cleric should go last, right? Right?
I mean, I'm tempted to put you at initiative order 10 of next round for that. All right, and that's where we'll pick it up next time.
Oh, damn.
Because
Oh,
it's 5 o'clock
damn.
and you said you had to go.
Yeah, true. I know.
Well,
Which is great because I got another week to make a backup character. Woo! Nice. Good.
I'm sure you guys will be fine.
Sure.
Mhm.
You'll be fine.
we'll see.
It's going to be great.
I mean, let's just think about this. The worst that can happen is you'll go in the hut again, and then I fireball.
Your hut takes like a minute to cast though. Right?
It takes a
We'll
minimum
Uh,
of a minute. It takes
Yeah.
11 minutes as a ritual.
Yeah.
And you have
But
to have it
that's
prepared
10
to cast it
rounds.
fast.
Oh yeah.
Even
Right.
if you had it prepared, that would still be 10 rounds. We'd be dead by then. Well, the
Yeah.
rest would be dead by then. I might just be fine.
Yeah.
If I'm not being confused.
You could use your rope trick and then cast a
true.
hut inside of the hut.
Maybe.
Cast the dome inside of your rope
Listen!
trick.
No!
And then we can open up the workshop. And then we can step inside of your bag of holding, and we'll just see what happens.
Yeah, we just see what happens. Every one of us, including the drow, is just like Astral Sea, goodbye.
And then I can
Lost
fireball.
forever at level 6. That's a pretty fast TPK, man. We're not gonna survive that.
It's a pretty entertaining one, though.
All
Better
right.
than-
I'm not gonna lie, I'm really tempted to just do it because it would be fun, but
That would be fantastic. All right. So,
mm,
as far as I know, everybody can make it next Monday. Is that correct?
Yeah, but I might be a little bit late
That's all right.
by about half an hour or something.
If you want to tell me what Bjorn would be doing in this fight, that would be handy. And just send me a message. Think about it.
I'd be looking to get fireball off, but I can't when we're this close.
That is always
So-
the pain of Fireball, man.
Yeah, I guess I would just be keeping my distance,
Yeah,
actually, because I'm a bit squishy.
Sure. All right,
And I'm
guys.
looking for my time to strike.
keeping your distance and really wanting that fireball to go.
Yeah.
Right?
Everyone say bye.
cavern.
Twitch.
Bye.
Bye, Twitch.